Seeking the peace of reason, shaping a peaceless season. Reason to keep believing, waking the peace to sleeping. Every marking sign inside a dream, no sign in advance. You see, this mortal glory service taught like a spring. Step back, two-step, 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 one, two, three. No more than a test, ever feeding off the fallacy, creating this mess. Get down, it's on this big machine with all of the rest. Break free, to phase electricity. Time turning up the volume, time turning on us always. No time enough tomorrow, forward turning back to where we began. 20 seconds testing. Fragments in one direction, celestial noise detected, delirium unsuspected, static to reason, time in the gate for deepness, conspirations begun completed, 7 to 3 to 3 arrested destiny alone in a trance, no escaping from this waking dream, no hope for advance. You see, the mortal core we serve is not but a spring. Unwind, too slow, too quick, too much to believe. You fail the test, ever forging all new fallacies, creating more mess to rack. This brick machine with all of the rest. DC, dying electricity. Falling back right into the system, falling back on all that's erased. When falling back right out of the system means falling back right into disgrace. Yes, falling back right in with the system.
Hello. Sorry, I got distracted. Something came up and I'm sorry my first stream is gonna be Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, but something amazing happened. I'm a homeowner. I'm a homeowner, it's impressive. All my money went down the drain with that, though. I had 5 million gil. All of it is gone, and I'm miserable now. Hello. Excuse me? What is that? Thank you for the resub. Okay, we gotta get rid of this right here. Get out of here. There we go.
I'm in dispatch. Send more paramedics.
Yeah, there we go. I'll have to work with this. Have to work with that. In the meantime. One of your neighbors is literally DCU Aquaman. What are you talking about? I'm checking real quick. What? Is there someone outside my house? What? Monster Hunter. Yeah, I mean, hey, it counts as Final Fantasy music. It was part of the trial. Plot 21. I guess I gotta, like... hadn't thought to check the neighbors yet. Neither had I. I just found, like, a cute plot, and no one had bid on it. Can't believe your favorite monster is Kezu. Kezu's great. Shut up. I haven't even played the Monster Hunter that Kezu is in. And Kezu is already my favorite. I guess it's giving me an incentive to play Rise, though. So screw it. I'm not continuing World. I'm not doing any of that. I'm playing Rise, and I'm only gonna play Rise from now on. Okay, so it was plot 21. Let me go see. Which one's 21? It's... Ryzen Ultimate have Kezu. Yeah. Excuse me? That is Aquaman. That's just Aquaman! What the fish? So anyway. France trip. You know what, I'm going to... The problem is the chat doesn't show up like that now. Ugh. Bah! Annoying. I have to fix that. Fine. So it'll just be here then. So, I've been gone for a month. I do this about every year. Here's our little plot. And our Monster Hunter meet in the rain. So, I visit my grandma every winter, basically. My grandpa passed away in 2017, and it was like an entire thing where he was in the hospital for a while, and my mom went to help my grandma during all of that time, and then he passed away. And France is pretty gray. France is pretty gray, you know. And I'm drawing a blank now. There's so many things going on in my brain right now. It's really easy to fall into seasonal depression when you're there. So my mom usually stays there during the winter months. Like, she will actually be gone for months, basically, during the year. Usually we show up as well at some point during December. I'm an unemployed weirdo, which means that I'm able to go, you know, for an extended period of time. I could have stayed longer. I could have stayed much longer, but I was like, no, I miss it. Okay, what I miss here is specifically, I miss streaming. Things like that. And it's really hard to do in France over there. Though it is nice to just have, like, a month where I'm essentially shutting everything off. Like, that actually feels really good. So, we left on Thanksgiving Day. I was a little worried that it was going to be very crowded and everything, but thankfully, no. Again, I have so much stuff on my mind right now. It's really like there's a... Something came up earlier, and it's just like I've just been... I'm distracted now. My mind is swirling and spinning. So... Flight went well. Over there. Now... I had considered streaming on Friday, but I was, and I'm still exhausted. Obviously there's jet lag going on, but a big thing, the big adventure, the biggest thing that happened. So I go out to the airport like early. That's because usually, like, you don't know about customs and everything. This was New Year's Eve and everything. It's like, you don't know how travel's going to be. It wasn't so bad, thankfully. So you don't know. You go early. The flight was supposed to be at about 10:30, 11. It gets delayed to about 1, which is annoying, but it happens, you know? Mainly because apparently there were a lot of storms, like, from the Midwest to East Coast that was just ruining a lot of flights. Eventually that extends to, like, we're leaving at 2. Okay. We're leaving at 3. Okay, cool. We're leaving at 4. It just kept stretching out, and it's like, okay, what's going on? We finally get loaded onto the plane. Heck yeah, we're about to leave. No, we stayed there for like another 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, just on the tarmac, because apparently it was like, hey, there's some technical difficulties, it'll take like 5 minutes to fix. It did not take 5 minutes to fix. And then by the end, it was like, well, you know, our pilots are about to exceed their hours, so we might have to or it's like, if we go, we're gonna have to stop in JFK to switch out the pilots and everything. Otherwise, we're gonna end up canceling the flight. Okay, stopping in JFK, annoying, but at least we wouldn't have to step off of the plane. It's literally just a change of staff. By the time it's like, okay, we're gonna try and leave, well, we have to de-ice the plane. We can't leave, actually. We're canceling the flight. Oh my gosh. And then we had to go out on so it's like we had to stay out further. This has happened like the last few times I went to France. This is just a personal thing. France is, like, Charles de Gaulle Airport is big. I hate when you have to take the stairs to get off the plane and then they just pile you into a bus and then drive you to the gate. I hate it. I hate it so much. That's just a me thing, maybe. I don't know. But especially like when you're tired and annoyed and you have to be like crammed into a bus with a bunch of people. Oh my gosh, no. Thankfully, they decided to give us like accommodations for the night. I feel like they could have just said, LMAO, take care of yourselves. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Didn't even have to pick up our luggage. They just kept it to like load it on to the next flight that they made a flight for us. Because part of it was like, oh my gosh, are we going to have to fight people for seats on like another flight tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So they sent us to like there were 3 hotels on airport property. Let wonder if there's a picture of this, because we started approaching it, and it was like, I kind of did a double take because I was like, is this a love hotel? Did they just send me to a love hotel with my dad? Like, that's the worst thing that I could possibly imagine. Dang it, it always does that. Always does that. You would think that just the drag and drop thing would be good, but no. So it wasn't a love hotel, but like okay, I'm gonna show you the outside of this thing with the logo. I think you'll understand if I show you kind of the anxiety of like, excuse me. The Moxie. They have hourly rates? No, thankfully. It turns out, no, this is a Marriott owned hotel. So I don't know, then again, Marriott might have like just, I don't know enough about Marriott and what they own. It's like the accommodations are like completely fine for a like overnight stay thing. Like our room was flipped the other way. The thing that was really unfortunate is they booked like a single bed for my dad and I, and you know, I love my dad, but maybe not that much. Maybe not that much. So honestly, we barely slept, and didn't have like our toothbrushes. We didn't have like have our stuff. They did. If you wanted a toothbrush or whatever, you had to go down to like a vending machine in the lobby and all that. And then for dinner, it's like, okay, dinner was included, but dinner was basically like these boxes of rice and like a chili con carne or butter chicken. If there were any vegetarian options, I don't freaking know, they were not there. Like, they would have been taken. And I'm just thinking, like, that feels very unfortunate. The thing is, it was a box with the two of those, and you had to go microwave them. But they had, like, one microwave for a plane full of people, basically. Like, maybe one or two microwaves. So, good grief. Good grief. I was starving though. Like I did not care about like the quality of the food or whatever. I was just like, I need to eat. Oh yeah, I didn't have my medication either that day, so that was great. Gosh, and then the following day, what happens is so we've got our flight. You know, we go there a little early again because in this case we had to walk all the way to the train that would take us to Charles de Gaulle Airport, like the terminal that we had to go to. And then go through security. Thankfully we didn't have to deal with the bags. And it's like, oh, you're gonna be in Terminal M. Perfect. M is literally... Wait, no. No, this would be Terminal K. K is literally, like, right in front of us. Perfect. Like, you go through the passport check, and then there's the security line. Great. Go through all of that. We tried so hard to look for food options. Charles de Gaulle Airport is frustrating because... you would think there would be more, like, dining options, but no, it is mainly, like, gallery boutiques, which is cool and all, but I also like to have lunch. I like to eat food, and whatever they have isn't particularly amazing, but it's like, okay, we got our snacks, we got our drinks, everything, get ready with, like, water, perfect. And then we all of a sudden get a notification. Your gate has changed to K. K, you have to leave the security. You have to take a train to another part of the airport and then go through security again. And it's stupid. Just have security happen, like, right after passports. Just do that so that you can get on the train if you have to. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with Charles de Gaulle Airport? So we had just bought our water and we had to toss it. Thankfully, like, empty it and then you could refill it. But it was like, oh my gosh. Please. It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. But I saw something really cool in the... It was like that, and then we had to change gates, like, a second time when we were in there. Thankfully, still in, like, the M gate. But it was like, this is not inspiring confidence at all. I need to find... So I found the cutest creature. Is there a good quality picture? Because I don't want to have to, like, open TikTok. Fine. You know what? We're gonna take the crustiest thing because I don't want to have to... I'm not opening TikTok. I'm sorry. I'm just making that decision. If I don't have to open TikTok, you know, I'm fine with that. Look at these guys. They're these little trash robots that just roll around and they like wink and they blink and they make cute faces and they will direct you to whatever trash you need. However, the one that I saw got angry at one point because I got in front of the sensor and I felt so bad. But it was like, oh my gosh, if you're gonna have robots and stuff like that, like, anthropomorphize them like this, where it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited seeing the trash robot. It was so cute. Like, there were several on that side, and every time I saw them, I was just like, I was losing my mind. Thankfully, the actual flight back was uneventful. Otherwise I would have screamed. We actually also brought back, like, a painting that my great uncle had done because apparently, like, he was a painter and everything. Thankfully, that thing was completely secure and everything. It did not get damaged. So that's much cuter than the pharmacy bots at the hospital like 15 years ago. It's so much cuter than like every robot they keep trying to make. They keep trying to push robots at us that are just like really, it's like, we're gonna try to make something look really human and everything. It's like, no, make something like this. This is fun. Like, I want to hang out with fun robots. Jerks. It's like, there's so many, like, fun options. And it's like, I remembered someone posting something about how we could have lived in a future where we had vehicles that looked like, you know, Akira Toriyama designed them, and instead we have, like, the Cybertruck. It's exactly that. Bipedal walking robots are just way more unstable and impractical than wheels/treads. Exactly. Plus, every time you see the bipedal stuff, it's always like, okay, Boston Dynamics does some cool work where it's like, oh, that's impressive and everything, but then you know the application is purely for, like, military purposes, and so that just kind of, not even kind of, that just ruins it, like, the whole thing. Where it's like, oh, so this sucks, actually. So this is terrible, actually. But whatever, what do I know? What do I know? I just have to live in this world. I just... I should really say hello to everyone, actually, because I'm like, oh, everyone was here. It's like, hello, Umper, hello, Round Bro, hello, Happy Chappy, hello, Cass, hello, Tell's Real, Dragon Weirdo. Yeah, again, this last week was an ordeal. I'm still feeling jet lagged. So sorry if for a while I'm gonna be a little low energy. Like, at this hour, I should be sleeping. I should be, like, in the middle of sleeping. So... It's like, I've been dealing with that for a month. It's really... It gets worse as, like, as an adult. But it really is that flying over there, jet lag isn't bad. Like, it might take me a couple of days just to get used to, like, this is the time I have to fall asleep, but that's easy enough. Coming back is always so much worse. And to be fair, I was so spoiled as a kid where it's like, when we lived in Saudi Arabia, you're still in a closer time zone, and the flight is much shorter. Because sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be like, how is it that... Like, sometimes I look back and I'm like, how is it that we would fly there? It's like, eat lunch, like, shower, eat lunch, and then, like, go out and do stuff in the afternoon. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's because we lived closer and, like, the time zone didn't totally destroy you. Because I remember one time where it was, like, winter of 2003, and we went to see Return of the King right after, like, we arrived that day. I would never do that now. Look, when we were on vacation, sometimes it coincided with movies that we really wanted to see. And in Saudi Arabia, there were no movie theaters. I don't know about nowadays. Maybe that's changed. If you want to go see movies, go to, like, the next country over, like Bahrain, which we had gone there several times. Not just to see a movie. Like, usually it coincided. It was, again, like, it would coincide with, like, a business trip or whatever. And that was, like, a day's drive. And it takes, like, maybe an hour to go from one side of the country to the other. It is a tiny little island. But they had a movie theater. They had, like, 2 movie theaters that we would go to. They also had, like, in retrospect, an absolutely inhumane dolphin show in retrospect. And then Dubai, after that, was basically like, okay, everything that I remembered from Bahrain, but on steroids. Dubai is honestly a city that sometimes I do think, like, I would be very interested in visiting now as an adult 20 years later. But at the same time, I'm like, that means I would have to travel there. And I don't know if I want to deal with, like, all the nonsense there. I don't know. When I left, it was basically like, you know, the tallest building in the world was still being built. Like, it was in the early stages and everything. That tells you how long ago. Like, the big thing that had just been built by the time I was leaving was the mall with the indoor ski slope. like Dubai, the United Arab Emirates in general, but like Dubai in particular is so excessive. Like my school, like we were going to get a new school building. I never got to see it. Like by the time it was done, I wasn't there. It kept getting delayed because concrete was on back order. Like construction was going crazy. It was ridiculous. But with all of that, it's like I haven't been talking about France. I've been talking about other stuff instead. So do you like my outfit? I made a full fat cat glam. Because while I was gone, glamours got unlocked for everyone. The game has changed. So France, honestly, pretty uneventful. Again, my brain is going all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. That's what happens when you don't, like, you spend a month not just talking like as usual, you know? So, really gray, really rainy. Usually what we would try to do is do outings every week and everything. Try and see something. Go out and see whatever sites. Tuesdays, though, national, like, museums and I think, like, just national stuff was usually closed. That was, like, the off day and everything. The hoodies, yeah, it's part of the actual fat cat outfit, which is, oh, not that. This is the actual normal outfit. I was like, no, I have to have something immersive. I have this for winter time. Ignore that one outfit. That's a surprise for her. Yeah, also I hope you like my portrait. Talk to the fat cat. Let's talk to it. Hi, Ryan. So it's like we were trying to do some outings. I am so happy. Some of this stuff, like I have pictures, but I'm gonna save them for like a specific stream where I talk about the things that I went to see. Like when I do that, it's going to be like an in-depth discussion. I'm not just going to be like, hey, look at the thing I saw. Like, no, I'm actually going to talk, like, properly talk about stuff. I actually got a couple of little books on one of the things, and I'm just like, I'm actually going to write it out and everything, and like show pictures and everything, because I went to one of the cathedrals that was like on my bucket list, and it's the Beauvais Cathedral. I forget how tall it is. It's so one of the reasons, well, not one of the reasons, the reason I wanted to see it is it's a freaking tall thing. It's a big structure, and if you look at it, actually, I will actually, look at the flying buttresses. Look at the amount of flying buttresses on that thing. Freaking Anne Orlando. Like, imagine the archers up there just shooting you down. You'll also notice that it looks a little smaller. Like, it's It looks like it's missing a part. Like, it looks like it's only kind of like the end of the cathedral. That's weird. It's almost like a big part of it collapsed, like, around the time it was constructed or something. Oh wait. Victim of 2 collapses, one in the 13th century, the other in the 16th century. It remains unfinished today, only the choir and transept have been built. Yeah, it's beautiful though. Like, it's really tall. What I would like to see, maximum height is 156 feet. So when you actually go inside and you see those tall ceilings, it is beautiful. And the thing that's really cool too is that there's this astrological clock that was from the 19th century. There is actually an older astrological clock that they have in there that was like contemporary and everything, but in the 1800s they had like this big one that was built, and it had like all these animations on top and everything, and they actually took us out back. Like, we paid to see kind of like a presentation on it and everything. That was very interesting. And the caretaker actually took us to look at the details on the sides and in the back, so you saw all the cogs. But on the sides, there was actually like some stuff that was even animated, like waves on something that was animated. It was crazy. Like, it was like, this is impressive, this is beautiful. I don't know. It was cool. Brought a big old smile to my face of like wonder and joy. Clearly the central puzzle of the area. It literally looks like that. Like, this is absolutely where I would have a Resident Evil puzzle. I wonder if I can find like the original astrological clock, because it's really funny. The big one is right next to like the astronomical clock, not astrological. Astronomical. Keep. Oh, perfect. There it is. So, like, you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. So I want to go more in depth with like the Beauvais Cathedral, but that's going to be something that is for its own stream, because again, I keep saying I want to do them. I want to do art history streams. I want to do all of that. I want to actually have a proper discussion, because I won't lie, sometimes like I'll try, like there's some videos about like paintings or whatever that look interesting on YouTube, and then I watch them and it's like the most surface level, like, here, I'm just going to explain the paintings, the details of the paintings, but like not even really in depth, or I kind of just want to know the history of stuff. I don't know, I'm boring like that. I'm really boring like that. I like to know more details. So we went to that, and it was a bit of a drive to go there, but I loved it. I was so happy with the entire trip. After that, we went to like a tea house that was right across from the cathedral, and it's like I had a really good creme brulee and some hot chocolate. It was great. And then another thing that I went out to see, like the other big thing that I went out to see, was the Castle of Chantilly, which I wonder if I could find. It is the origin place of chantilly cream. So this is one of those things where... So the previous time I had gone, I went to Pierrefonds Castle. And I was always under the assumption about Pierrefonds that it was like... It was super recent and everything. No, it's a case of it was a medieval castle that was just reconstructed in the 19th century by honestly a self-made archaeologist, like art history guy. But like mainly the main walls were already there. Chantilly Castle, freaking gone. Like I would say 85% of it was like gone. So it was a later reconstruction. One of the reasons I remember this castle as a kid, yeah, like actually, when did it get destroyed? Yeah, it was destroyed in like the 1870s. But the big thing that I remember as a kid was that like we learned about because it was like, hey, here's to show you like the excess of like the you know, like the 1600s and everything, like you know, Louis the 14th. So I remember it was basically there was this huge dinner, like a week-long feast kind of a thing. Like this was extravagant. The guy, the maitre d' there wound up committing suicide out of fear that like one of the things was going to be late, that the dinner was going to be ruined. Like it was insane. The excess and the stress to have like this perfect dinner and everything, like crazy. But the guy who reconstructed the castle was actually, unlike the one who did Pierrefonds, was actually more of a professional, like actually had like more professional background in a lot of that. And one of the things of note about Chantilly Castle is actually that it has a pretty sizable like art collection. And what I like is that it's set up in the same way that a lot of galleries were at the time. There's actually one picture here. This is not the big room, but it gives you an idea of the way that paintings are basically stacked. There's also like a crazy library and everything that had like these gilded manuscripts on display. So you can kind of see like how this was one of the side rooms, and you see how these are just kind of stacked on top of each other. It's not like one painting side by side like a typical museum gallery thing. It's really more like this is how it was displayed back then, it's staying like this kind of a thing. So it was really cool. The thing is, I had a gimbal because I was filming my tour thing, and then they let me in with it, and then by the time I was about to go to like the painting area, the security guy just stopped me like, hey, you can't have that. And I got so flustered and embarrassed that I was just like, I was just trying to get good footage of it. Like, I'll show it. Like, I have to edit some of it down and everything, but like, it was like, oh no. I had a gimbal because my hands are so shaky. That's the entire reason I had it. Like, I'm one of the people who actually needs it. Otherwise, like, okay, otherwise, I'm gonna show you what... So imagine I'm holding this game in my hands. Trying to record it. This is what you would be seeing. You can't watch that. That's why I need, like, actually a steady thing. I need it, like... I need it. But I'm assuming that stuff like that is seen as a no-no for a lot of people because of some jerk tourists, I'm assuming. I know, for example, like, what, Disneyland really does not want you to have, like, selfie sticks and everything, because I guess some people were insufferable about it, and also lost their stuff, like, on rides. Whatever. I almost burped in anger. Hold on. I'm also getting over a little cold. Thankfully, okay, my mom got really sick. Like, it turned into a bronchitis, and she's still dealing with it. I got a slight cold because the radiator in my room stopped working. There's also the tendency for people to whack others with them. I mean, that's if you're incompetent. I'm just saying. It's been a lot of flu around. Yeah, thankfully this is more of just a case of, like, I recognized it's because I was in a cold room the last few days. I actually wound up taking my grandma's heated water bottle, like this metal thing, and I wound up putting it under the sheets with me, and I felt like some old-timey, for like all those illustrations you have from, like, the Northern Baroque period of just, like, you know, Flemish paintings of homes where you see them having to put, like, something heated under the cushions and everything. It was like, oh, this is the lifestyle I'm living right now. But yeah, I've been getting over a slight cold. If anyone was there on Friday and heard me on Bob's stream, I definitely sounded rougher. It's mainly just my nose is a little stuffy right now. Like, not runny, but... So, hold on. I'm gonna blow my nose. Ugh. So yeah. Ugh. Actually, I was gonna say, sometimes I have a slight cough and it's like, there, like, actually it happened. Oh yeah, I should show. So, like, not a super eventful trip. I got to see my uncle, my cousin. I really didn't get anything for Christmas, honestly. Like, we kind of just didn't do gifts, which is fine, honestly, because that's less stuff to bring back home. I didn't even have a lot of stuff, and my thing was still... Okay, what I brought back is I brought back a bunch of VHS tapes that I used to watch as a kid, because my grandma was like, it's been years, we need to toss some stuff. Like, take them to, the, secondhand store and everything. The recyclerie. Oh, this is a cute spot. See, I picked this place because I was like, oh, it's a cute neighborhood. I like the lavender beds. I brought a bunch of VHS tapes where it's like, I used to watch this. Like, last time I went, I brought back 4 tapes. One of them was my copy of Fantasia because I genuinely love that Disney movie, and it was one that my grandpa also loved, and we would watch that together, and so I have a lot of memories of it. I brought back a VHS copy of The Mask in English. I was like, this is insane. I kind of need to keep this. So it's like there was that. There was a Digimon tape, like one of the episodes, like, you know, 2-3 episodes on tape with the horrible French dub. Oh my gosh, I hate the French dub. It is so hideous, but it was like, oh my gosh, it's Digimon. I get to watch some Digimon. There was also Rescuers Down Under because I do love that movie. It is. Whenever people say like, what's a sequel that's better than the original movie, I always point to that one. Like that's one of the first ones where it's like, this is just better in every way. Like. It's genuinely fun. So this time I brought back a whole bunch of others where it's like, okay, I have to look at these. Which ones am I taking home? So had like things like, you know, Jungle Book, Dumbo in French, which, you know, when people talk about the racism in Dumbo, never came across in French like the same way. Like, it certainly didn't register quite the same. I also brought, like, I had a copy of Beauty and the Beast 2, Belle's Enchanted Christmas, which I think I watched twice in my life and recognized how big of a stinker it was. So that's the only, my only experience, really. And because it was in French, I didn't even get Tim Curry in that. So it was just a guy in French. Like, whatever. It's different. It's different. It's not the same. Like, I have a few things, like, American Tail and Fievel Goes West. Things like that. That's just, I watched a bunch as a kid, and I was like, I don't have these, or like, I don't really have anything to watch VHS tapes on. Well, I do, but it's like, I'm not going to pull that out and do that when I can watch better quality stuff, you know? But there's the nostalgia to all of that, even where it's like, oh, this is a tape set that my great aunt got me and everything. I'm keeping that. My dad actually took all of the home videos that we had over there, and he's like currently digitizing them because, I mean, you want to keep that stuff. I was earlier distracted because there actually was something of me, like when I was maybe 8, recording myself talking about my rabbit, and it's like, oh, whoa, I actually can hear what I sounded like it as a French child. I was showing what my rabbit ate and everything. I don't know why I recorded that. Why did I record that? And I recorded, like, there's a part where I turn the camera to face myself and it's literally like Blair Witch style. Like, why would I do that? Stupid. Dumb child. Oh my gosh, I'm happy YouTube was not a thing as a kid. I would have probably tried recording a bunch of stuff. But it's weird when you have footage like that, and it's just, oh, I actually have video evidence of what I used to sound like. And it's funny. I've been holding off on this. Literally got it yesterday, so we're in the process of, you know, building stuff. So I want this to be a cafe. I wound up using, I'm sorry, Square Enix, plug your ears. I wound up using the Dalamud plugin because it is impossible to get stuff, like, angled the way you want and everything. I actually managed to get this closer, so I went for the minimalist style, so I wouldn't have to deal with the pillars in the corners. I wish you could do that with apartments, because it is ridiculous otherwise. But have a bunch of these. I want to make this into a cafe. I want to make this into a cafe, but it's really hard. Like, there are pictures I've seen of people making them. Those macaron chairs? Yep. Sure are. Like, so it's like you'll find pictures of people making bakery stuff, but it's always hard to figure out, like, how did you do that? Because I am using, man, I'm sorry, but I feel like you kind of have to use stuff like Dalamud to be able to make things look the way you want them to, and then also just to do stupid things like that. Originally, that was up there to hide a little pillar part that had clipped, because there were just big stupid pillars here that I had to try and, like, work with, and then I realized, oh, there's a house configuration, because these are all walls, because I wanted to cover up the actual windows. It would be great if you could just change the doors and windows without, you know, whatever. Honestly, this would be way smaller of a space if it weren't for Dalamud. So, and I wanted it to, you know, I wanted it to be like a so I don't know. I don't freaking know. Are you customizing our dojo and Warframe? Oh gosh, don't remind me. Wait a minute, this is off center. Hold on. I want. Oh. Well, I can't do, I guess that's another thing where it's like, that's just going to have to be in Dalamud. Sorry. But, like I said, I want this to be a cute little cafe. I was almost kind of... Oh, I have to fix that seam, too. I kind of initially considered, like, should this be the, office? Like, kind of the office space in the back. Oh, yeah, I gotta fix that, too. I was kind of panicking trying to fix it, like, right before stream. And then I was like, I have to log out, I have to exit the game, and I have to turn off Dalamud. Because, you know, they don't like it. They don't like you streaming with a bunch of stuff. So... I kind of thought about having the counter back here. And having this be, like, the employees only thing. But also, I'm like, should I have the counter over here? Because I've seen people do that. Like, I don't know which one's better, but I'm like, I want kind of a seating area. If nothing else, I figure this could be like a cozy little corner with like a fat cat type chair, and then like these are actual like proper seating, and then maybe a couple of tables. I was like, I want this to be a cute cafe. I went for these walls because, I don't know, I like them, they're simple. It's bright in here, bright and cheery, but I was thinking, because our tag name is Senri, and I decided to call this place Senri's Tea House, I was kind of thinking about making this into more of a tea house type area. Just something like a little darker, cozy, and everything. I don't know. I think it would be fun, because I'm like, I want this to be a chill space to just hang out. And then, obviously, we've got our... Nope, not that. So, I don't have anything at the moment. This is my basic dumb space. I have an apartment. And I'm like, do I want to basically move everything I have from there and put it in here? I don't freaking know. Telesreal has his own as well that he's doing. So I noticed something when I checked in here earlier. There's a book thing that I got as a dungeon drop. I didn't know it was gonna be that big. I thought it was gonna be a little thing. Oh yeah, my music turned off. I was like, something's wrong. We need the Merry Wanderer waltz. Then this will truly be perfect. Also, I'm not sure I'm feeling this particular light. I don't know. And then, of course, we got a company workshop that Telesreal has been very hard at work on. Doing stuff for this. So, you know, I had a lot of money over my vacation. I kind of splurged and did some level skips because, excuse me, some of these the ones that are like levels, that start at level 1 and also like the level 30 ones, I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. They give you a lot of money for those two. So that's how I was able to afford all of this, and I'm happy because this is something I've wanted for ages, and I'm like, I want a cozy space, and I would like to, you know, having a free company, I would like something where it's a proper base that people can check out and everything, you know? I would like that. So, that's what I did. Yeah, I like I said, I did level skips. I also really like that. I have to fix these buttons. I'm not happy with the way they look. But, you know, they finally have the control panel. Finally. Also, I have to turn this off. I have this sometimes when I'm trying to level stuff or learn different things. I have all my pets and minions, or like my mounts and everything. I got one of these guys. Hold on, I have to... Oh, do the little animation. Come on. Yeah, there it is. It's really good. I love that creature. Okay, I'm coming into the... I'm here. There we go. Beautiful. So yeah, I do get to see stuff. Nice. Telesreal actually has stuff leveled up. He's more responsible than I. I'm like, okay, here's the thing I don't like about crafters. It takes a while. I feel like the EXP is always, like, piddly sometimes, versus gathering. I feel like I can just shut my brain off and mess around with the diadem. Ugh. Yay. Airship part 4 out of 4. Nice. Eventually, we're also going to have the cafe exterior. But one of the reasons I talked about the control panel is finally, instead of having macros to do this and using up a bunch of hotbars, it's like I have this now. So I've been playing around with Viper a lot. I like Viper a ton, actually. I think it's very fun. Plus, with the swords and everything, it feels Monster Hunter-y, and I think that's fun. Reaper, I've got a new glam. Still pretty edgy. I got my big Scion boots. I figured I kind of have a fondness for sometimes designs that just have like the one stupid, bulky, inconvenient thing I find fun. But I've been doing some PvP so I could get some outfits. Monk, what did I have for Monk? Oh, I literally had the same, but I have these big claws. Ninja, actually. I think I made a pretty cute one. Yeah, I like how this one came out. It's some of the like the relic armor? I'm so happy you can mix and match stuff. Oh my gosh. What do I have for Samurai? Samurai, I have, you know, my original thing, but I did change the boots. But of course I have my Yokai Watch sword, because I think this one looks really neat. What did I even do for Dancer? Oh yeah, I still have this. I don't know what I'm gonna do really for Dancer, but important. I had this for Red Mage, and then I was like, wait a minute, gun, pirate, perfect. And I'm so happy I can finally... Got Amon's big stupid hat. In fact, not just that. Not just that. Not just the big stupid hat. I got the big stupid everything. So I think next time I meet Fandaniel, I should wear this and be like, hey, remember when you used to look like this, idiot? Remember, idiot, stupid, bard. I think I kept like the same because I mean it's the same. Whatever. Picto. There's the Picto. Oh yeah, this was my regular like. This was originally just my Black Mage glam, but it turns out I actually really like Black Mage. I think it's really fun. I saw a video that finally... Here's the problem. There are so many of these buttons that just... Like, my eyes were glazing over trying to remember everything. And especially, like, the transpose, this, that. I watched a video that finally just explained it in a really simple way. And actually made it, like... Oh, I get it now. I get it, and it's fun, and I love it, actually. I'm at the point where all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, what do I want to do is... Like, I feel like I'm always going to be a Dragoon main on Kala. But it's like... there are other things now that are very fun that are unlocked. I really haven't done anything with Summoner. Don't freaking ask me anything about Summoner. I haven't even set up my UI for that. Blue Mage, I still also have not done anything. I have to do the thing in the dungeon, and because it's a limited class, I can't figure it out, and I don't like it. I've also been doing a lot of Dark Knight off stream. I've been finally learning how to tank, and I've been avoiding the story because Meowtroid really wants me to do the story on stream, and I've been good about that. I'm level 62 now. And I've got my Yokai Watch sword, of course. Gunbreaker, though, I was doing Gunbreaker on Bismati. If you were there on Friday, I was doing some tanking for the group, for the team. I like how I just have all of my Yokai Watch weapons now that I can use. It was like regardless of level, but even now it's just like, yes, I finally get to do these. I think I made a cute glam with this. I hope you like how insane some of my UIs are, but these make sense. Like, I was sitting there like, how does this make sense to me logically? How can I figure things out? Ah. This works. But this was my captain coat for the Maelstrom stuff. Because I was like, wait a minute, I was checking some of the armor stuff and I was like, hey, this is cute, actually. I love this axe because it's cheap onion. I'm really torn on what tank I want to do, because I've been learning a lot with Dark Knight, which I know is a little, I don't know, it's maybe not the most intuitive one. I know people usually say, like, from what I heard, it's like Paladin is technically the best one, Warrior is like the easiest to pick up, Gunbreaker is good, it's just, you know, you have to Gunbreaker's fun. I like it. I've been really enjoying tanking in general. I think it's fun. Like, it finally clicks. A White Mage. This is the best staff in the game. I'll make the rules. I'll make the rules. This is the best one. It was staff that was made for me. Sage, though? Okay, what's driving me insane about Sage? Like, literally what's happening yesterday. So every time I'm like, okay, I want to learn Sage. I want to learn Sage. I want to do a leveling roulette because I also just want to level it up. I feel like 50 and up, it's already, I feel worse and worse about buying level skips, you know? But it's also annoying because I'm like, I want to, it takes forever. Like 50 and up. Just annoying. Every time I think I'm gonna do leveling roulette, because, you know, gives a fair enough of EXP. I like it. I like that. It always puts me in Stormblood dungeons. And it's like, I'm still figuring these out. Like, I manage, but it was just like, I want to do something where I feel like I'm not really thrown in the deep end, because Stormblood's when it, dungeons get a little trickier. Also, I'm sorry, I do really like this glam. I think I did a good job with it. It's casual without being like immersive, like immersion breaking in my opinion. Like, I could make it worse. I could make it much worse. This is my... This is my anime fan, middle school or anime fan outfit. Oh yeah, I'm trying this out. I want a different top for this. I want to make a little magician for Astrologian, which is one of the ones I haven't really played with. I used to have tankxiety, as people call it. I used to have that. Now I'm so scared of doing healing, like learning different healers. It's annoying. Oh, I should also check out, or I should show. Hold on. I was doing some other stuff too. Look, I brought my laptop with me. I'm not proud of that, but I brought it with me. I wanted to do some other stuff while I was... So... Who's that? I don't freaking know. I found this hat. I didn't know it existed. I had to look at Eorzea collection because I had never seen that hat before. I was looking through stuff like, huh, what are some hats that I could get for Basmati? And lo and behold. Yeah, man. I actually also worked on an apartment for her, and so I have no money now. But I think I made something really cute. I just have to do exploits on it to do the thing that I want exactly. Of course, I had to be in Kugane. So this the apartment I made for Basmati. So the big problem in here, I don't mind with the bed. I think it makes the bed better. But because I floated these platforms onto the ground, like they are technically lofts. Things don't really want to go on lofts, and I think that's stupid. I think you should be able to make floors and everything just normally. But what do I know? I only play the game. So for example, I want a little desk in here. I will start placing it, and then when I'm done placing it, it clips down into the floor. And so I have to do the stupid exploits to try and get this stuff moving, because I would like to have cozy little areas right here. But I think I did a really good job with this apartment. I was working on it on... I started working on it on Friday. Like after... Well, actually even during Bob's stream. I originally just had like... I think I literally just had the walls and the window done, and I put the bed there. And now... Trust for learning Sage. You can level up the NPCs at the same time as your class. Okay, I will do that then. Thank you, Cass. Yeah, I wanted to make something just very chill and relaxing for her. And I've also played around with some of her glams. You'll also notice I have different hair now. They finally added hair that is the closest there has ever been to Basmati's hair in the game. However, I don't like how high this part is. It actually clips through some stuff. If that was lower, if it was a little flatter, absolutely perfect. It's like, of course, use this one plenty. This one I'm finally able to use. Added the hat to this one because it was like, oh, this is actually very cute. Oh yeah, I got the catchy ribbon on her just this week. And I was like, oh, this is actually really cute. Like, I even put it with her beach outfit. I was like, oh, that's cute, because I already gave her, like, some red. Puppy. This one, I mean, I've had this for a while, this look. This one is very specific. It's a reference to an entire, like, AU thing that I have. I keep going through the wall. Sorry, this is now just me showing off fashion. I've used this one a ton. Princess. Because along with the hair, like, the outfit that they added actually had a little tiara that doesn't look like doo-doo garbage. So. Okay, this one's funny because so, Basmati is almost caught up to where I am in Walker. Like on Kala. It's like she is in Garlemald and everything. And it's really funny because the coat I have as her winter look is the exact coat that Alphino and Alice wear. Obviously the Garfia outfit. Yeah. I feel like I'm always, like, there's something about this that I always worry is, like, is this too much black with the tights and everything? I don't know. This one with the other hat I've been wearing a lot. This, I need the sleep cap, but it's so expensive. I need it. It would be perfect. And then, you know. Far guy. Yeah, I figured I might as well show. Actually, let me also check outside my retainer. Do I have any money? Did you give me any money? Yes. Perfect. Okay, I feel less poor. A lot of what I did was for my apartment, okay? That's how I am sometimes, is it's like I want my cozy little corner. I think, you know, I was really proud of what I did on Callow's apartment, but I feel like I outdid myself with this one, and I'm hoping I can do that again for, you know, the Fat Cat Collective. I was kind of thinking more of this cozy vibe for the basement, since I wanted like tea house and everything. I might put one of these doors when you come in. I don't know. But I figured, like, yeah, these windows would be cool. Okay, there's this thing. I had seen people do this, and I finally found what people used. an example, because I was like, I've seen people do this. I actually had to use Wayback Machine because the person privated their account since then, and I was like, I need to know. This is the only person who has posted how to do this. Look at the amount of stuff you gotta do to make this. I was like, this would be awesome as like a backdrop somewhere. That would be a maybe. Though I have to say, I'm praying that we get some of the... There was some Fat Cat, like, furniture contest stuff. I'm so hoping we get some of that. That would be fantastic. One of them is a cat tower that's, like, seating for multiple people, and that's so cute! And one of them is also a rice cooker, and there was another that was a light. There's so many things where I'm like, these are cute. These are cute, and they would be perfect. I like how I also still have my mom's character. I'm not getting rid of him. I should play as him. As like an alt. Yeah. Tomorrow, though, we are actually playing story. Because Tell Israel is going to Magfest, I believe. So we're going to have one less person. I think Otto is also going to be busy, so we're doing it a day early. And then I think Wednesday we're doing Elden Ring Night Rain, since I haven't done the DLC yet. I am actually blind as to what's in the DLC. I have been staying that way. Well, except for some moments that I know about, like the lady licking the wall. Like, that's unavoidable. Completely unavoidable. But, yeah, I feel like having the door right here would be pretty cool. And then it's like, you know, we'll have the walls around that. And I figure like, this could be like a cozy little corner, whatever. You know, I might as well just go get that right now. I know where to get it. I have to go to more donuts. I have to go to more donuts. You. Yeah, I'm not kidding that I had like 5 million gil and then I'm still very upset. I am so unbelievably upset. When I saw that and then it was like the money to get like private quarters and then this and that, and like for real a pit in my stomach. I'm never getting that money back ever. I'm so upset. So I figure if I do, let's snap. And then, you know, kind of have that like, find a way centered. I might do like a wall that I clip in here and everything. And then, if we do it even like right here, and then have this be the tea house area, I think would be fun. Am I wrong or am I wrong? The airship's about to come out of the oven? Don't. Show me the airship. That cat. Oh, there we go. Oh. I'm so happy that it doesn't matter, like, the size of the house for things like this, or the private quarters. Honestly, like, okay, people fight over... People fight over, like, the... You know, I saw a Medium plot and it was, like, hundreds of people going for it. And I'm like... Initially, I kind of worried, is this going to be too small? But looking at everything, I'm like... I think I kind of like it. Oh, flight credits? I thought you bought some of those. How do I get flight credits? Oh, resident caretakers. Wait. How do I change? There's room in tank. I don't know what that's for, but I have one. I don't know this stuff. I don't understand it. Hold on. I don't get it. It makes it hard. Wait. Wait. I think, yeah, I think I want some seating right here, more like, sofas, regular sofas. And then maybe, like, if the... You know, maybe, yeah, I will do the register here. We can pretend that that's the employees only door. And then have, like, a cozy little, like, here's a fat cat sofa, here's whatever. Here's Senri peeking out, looking at you, judging. The Queen. That's my favorite character, Senri.
I could kill you 4 times before you hit the ground, but I won't on account of me being civil. For now.
Welcome to Senri's Tea House, Diabolos' premier Fat Cat Cafe. Yeah, I know there's an exterior we can make. Telesriel told me about how insane the garden stuff is. I'm scared. I added a little tree over here. I want to find cute stuff to put in the garden and make it, like, cute and inviting. And then there's meat here. Like, because I had to put my Monster Hunter meat somewhere. That's a whole Rathalos leg that I'm getting ready to eat. From a baby one. I realize how much Simsy stuff it lets you do. The problem is that you have to... You kind of have to, like, get a plug-in to do stuff, because the way... actually doing this without a plugin is so annoying. I would have never been able to do that without the plugin. Again, initially I did this because I didn't know about... Hold on. So I'm going to show. Housing? It's... Interior design. Yeah. So what it gives you initially is the Riviera style, which I feel like you don't have a lot you can do with the walls. I wish they just automatically gave you minimalist style. I wish they gave you that in the apartments, and they don't. So I was like, oh, what do I do? And it's like, I did that, I put these walls here, but you had these pillars that were in the way. So I was like, okay, I'll try and work with the pillars. And then, you know, I managed to make things look okay, and then there was like just a block that was showing right here. It was like, okay, there's gonna be some pillars here, but I'm gonna find a way to make them look okay. But there was the thing up there, and I was like, it's bugging me. What do? I'm gonna put a fat cat sofa up there and make it look like she's peeking out. Like,
Hey, what's going on here? What are you doing? Hello? Is that for me?
you know. Maybe I should put her over on this corner if there's gonna be the counter here. I don't. No, then again, maybe there's gonna be something on the ceiling that's gonna cover some of it. That might not be a good idea. I'll see. It's difficult being a homeowner. But yeah, I think this would be cute down here, and again, have this be the kind of a tea house zone.
Intruders in the bakery of the Fat Cat Cafe? They must be out of this world to get past our guards.
A bunch of fat cats come out and start biting you. Next time Drake and the 99 Dragons is like 99 cents, I will buy it and I will play it. And I hope you all appreciate the things I do for all of you, because I love you all. I wish you could change the ceiling though, because I like the minimalist style. It's like, what if I want it dark in here? I would have to basically clip a bunch of stuff up here. I guess I could do that with like lofts, things like that. It's so stupid. Like the things you have to do, you have to break things basically to get what you want. It's dumb. Oh, this is maybe like the spot where we should have the fat cat, like mural thing. To like make this into a little corner. Like maybe I'll close this off and this be like a little sitting thing. But I'm sorry, I'm like planning things out here. But I think, yeah, this would be neat as a little tea room kind of a thing. Maybe have like some windows with the, you know, like Kugane or something outside, like a nice nighttime thing, but have this be just the true Senri zone. You know, you got your cafe up there, but maybe more of a really chill tea house down here. Do you like how stupid that is right there? Stupid. Dumb. Bad. Bad. Hello. Did you figure things out? Fat cat face wall just made fat cat plush faces. I saw someone take like the portrait of Serious attention is needed to finish the airship. Okay. So, yes. Someone took a portrait of Ishtola and then just put like the fat cat sofa. Take the parts and credit from slot 4 of the company chest and register voyage console. Okay. There we have it. I'm gonna see if I can change this stuff then, because I want to give you permission to do these. State settings, free company estate, stakeholder rights. Oh, I want you there. I think I have to go into my actual free company stuff to give you the... entitlements. So you are the fatter cat. Yeah, I'll give you... housing. Hall construction removal. Crafting workshop. Construction, registration, and dismantling. There. You should have the power. Perhaps. Oh my gosh, the insignia is right there. Like how it's right on the company chest. I love how they gave her a double chin, like Mark. It's just Telezreal does enough of this insane work that, like, he needs to have the permission. The SS Senri. SS Fatter Cat. What are you doing here? Senri's waiting for... Okay, that's perfect. I love all these Senri related names and everything where it's like, I'm gonna put this cerulean tank in there. All of this stuff where it's like, probably makes no sense unless someone did the Four Lords questline and actually remembers who Senri is.
The Keeper of Knowledge. Byako's looking pretty good for his age, don't you think?
I'm so looking forward to this having, like... these having more weapon skins and everything. Just great. Great. I want more Viper stuff. Fat cat bat. I was literally thinking earlier, like, man, if they added more classes, what kind of classes would they add? Because they always add 2 per expansion, like at least 2. And I keep, like, what kept coming to mind was Blitzball player. Like, I don't know. Like, that's your next ranged DPS. Like, something stupid like that. Because another one that was like, oh, you know, I kind of thought, oh, that'd be neat. And then everyone, you know, rightfully pointed out there's warrior, is big hammer. But the thing is, big hammer, we already have, like, warrior, which uses, like, big axes, and then, like, the weapons would be maybe too close. Like, just too similar, but it's like, we have Nero and we have Gaia who have big, stupid hammers, and I was like, that would be really fun to have, a weapon class that was just that. Not have it be a tank, just have, you know... Yeah, exactly, Barbasol, like, yeah, don't have it be a tank, have it be DPS, exactly. Whip, like, I keep imagining that would be part of, like, Beast Tamer, which we still don't have. But it's like, yeah, I've been thinking where it was like, what are some classes that they would start adding over time? And like, what's the level cap going to be? Are we going to stay at 100? Or is that going to, like, keep going? Puppeteer, Memeteer. Yeah, isn't that the Beastmaster one? Or Gadgeteer? It's almost like you have to look at the entire thing of Final Fantasy list, because, like, yeah, Puppeteer Mameteer reminds me also of, like, Lulu in Final Fantasy X, how she just sends out little plushes to attack. Like, she doesn't have any weapons other than that. Yeah, I have to look at all of the classes, because you also have to consider, because we're gonna have 2 limited job classes, which I'm sad that they're limited job stuff. Like, I get that Blue Mage is more gimmicky, but it's like, come on, it would be fun. And because it's limited, it feels like it's impossible to level up. Samurai, we got a samurai. Where's I don't know what her son. I have a yokai watch weapon. Actually, I should show you. That's a sign for I messed up my rotation. So everyone knows if you messed up your rotation if you do that. I think I did a good job with my ninja glam. It's also one of the few times that the tattoo does not bother me, because I have a pet peeve anytime a top adds tattoos. I would rather you give me the option to have body paint than ever add tattoos to my character, because it's always like, this doesn't fit my character. Like, you know, the designs you put on are not, I don't know. But it's like, this one's simple enough. I like it. It doesn't feel jarring. But like, actually, I'm gonna go to Charlotte. I'm gonna show exactly what I mean with one thing. Yeah, I think I did a good job with this glam. That's the problem. I play this game and it's like sometimes I'll just spend a lot of time just working on glams. I'm like, what can I get that isn't like expensive or anything? Maybe not tattoos, but magic sigils. Like, put something on. You know, like, I don't know. I don't freaking know. So, okay. You know how I have this? I had to do this, like, I had to make do. Because the shirt that comes with the outfit has, like, these tats on it. And I don't like them. I really don't like them, actually. Like, it's not my thing. Not my thing. Get it away from me. Maybe I should change these gloves. Oh yeah, these were the ones that I had initially. I'll do that. Keep those. It's like, yeah, I don't like it when you add tattoos to my character. Where, again, it's like, I don't really feel like it fits. Sephiroth class, like what? It would just be a big stupid sword? Like what would that be? I don't understand. The cage. There's the insect glaive. Okay, I would genuinely just play whatever class had the insect glaive from Monster Hunter. Please. Monster Hunter put Pictomancer in. Actually put like an actual like Monster Hunter thing. I mean, I guess the equivalent is Viper as like Monster Hunter E, but it's like, come on, I want a big stupid weapon like the insect glaive. The insect glaive is funny. I like doing this a lot. I like the rotation a lot. I might just level it up on stream to 90. I might make this well, level 90. I might even just go to level 100. I like this one a lot. I have a bunch of options now that I can play on stream. I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I'll just go and hit things with Senri. I'm a fat cat. Oh, I'll beat things with Fat Cat. But to be fair, do things is the best option. I think I think I outdid myself with this glam. Where it's like, okay, it fits the vibe and everything. It's not like immersion breaking. I think it's fun. Because, like, okay, I do enjoy silly outfits and everything, but it's like, I still want a level of immersion when I'm playing. I say as I put the Chocobo outfit on during a cutscene in Shadowbringers because it conceptually made it funnier, where it's like, oh, you're trying to sneak out of the Crystarium. It's like, you just leave everyone because, you know, you're turning into a sin eater and, you know, it's too dangerous for you. And then just basically trying to leave in a Chocobo outfit, and then it's like everyone recognizes you. It's like, how did you know? How did you know it was me? But it wasn't a dramatic moment or anything. If it was a dramatic moment, I wouldn't be pissed that it's like I put that on as a joke. So I like this story in this game. It's gotten better. That's one of the things that's frustrating playing with Bob, where it's like, I promise it gets better, I promise it gets better. Which I feel like happens with Heavensward, but I think if you don't vibe with that kind of like fantasy, it might not click with you. Though he did say, as much as he's about some stuff, at least he's actually paying attention to the story, which he was not doing with The Realm Reborn, which is totally fair. Like, completely fair. But it's like, no, Shadowbringers, I love. Endwalker so far, like, the intrigue is really neat. I like it. Oh, I should go to my favorite place. Meowtrud hates it. I love it. Well, okay, I think it was yesterday we talked about. Yeah, it was yesterday. Cass, yes! I'd like it more if a giant robot showed up. Yeah, where I'm just like, oh man. That's why he has to be patient with Heavensward. Is like there's like already a bunch of fun stuff that comes up. And that's a really fun raid. Like, okay. Some of the raids and some of the stuff in that stinky, ooh, yucky. But when the Alexander raids are good, they're really good. Like, but it's just you have some of the things where it's like, okay, just run around here and beat things up. They were still trying to figure out their raids. Because, like, man, Binding Coils of Bahamut, like, interesting to find out stuff story-wise, but oh boy, like, they are not fun to play. Like, those are the ones where it's like, you better do those unsynced, because otherwise they're miserable. I see that horse and I assume it's Meowtroid. Because he's the only one I ever see with that horse. Yeah, he hates the music here. I love the penis music. Well, okay. I love the penis music because it sounds like a silly, whimsical village thing going on. But he pointed out exactly what I don't like about it, which is, why is this playing here? Like, this is not a whimsical area. This is where a bunch of nerds live. A bunch of stupid idiot scholars. Stupid, joyless idiots from Charlian. Like, this is not the music I would associate with them. This is like, I'm in a cute little RPG, like JRPG town, that has like farmland and everything. This is not just not it. Not it. Then again, this could just be traditional Charlayan music. Wow, the silence now. It is farmland technically. It is. Like, that's why I'm like, okay, if there's an element there, but not these guys. Yeah, maybe this is traditional, like, a traditional Charlayan folk song, and this is actually being blasted in the dome. Like, we're at an amusement park. There's, like, speakers in the bushes and stuff. Traditional Charlene music is circus music. I mean, they're a bunch of clowns. They dress like them. They're stupid. It might also make sense when we knock the dumb seriousness out of the forum as the plot proceeds. Yeah, like I don't know. Meowtree said like it's still ill-fitting, so and I trust him. Like I hate this. I hate that I can't jump down here. I would survive this. My character has fallen several like so stupid. Like, I want to do shared fates, and then all the fates usually happen down here, and the ones that do happen up here, I can't jump down to get to them. So I have to go all the way around. Stupid. So dumb. I want to do shared fates so I can unlock this music. What I wanted to do so bad, you have no idea. So, Meowtree doesn't like this track. He doesn't like the penis music. I love the penis music. I think it's wonderful. What I was gonna do as a joke, because some of the music, like, okay, for example, The Tempest. I just had to do like the original amount of things, and then I unlocked the music for like Amarat and everything, and I wanted that. I was like, obviously, it's gonna be the same here for the Labyrinth, music. No. No, I have to do all 60 of them. I have to do all of them. Which, again, would go by so much easier if I could fly. But I can't fly. So that's not happening. Not happening. Stupid. You know, it's also great when you're trying to level up your chocobo and stuff, and just do a bunch of fates and everything, and then your chocobo just decides not to heal you, even though he's on healing stance. Hub areas require you to get max level with all the areas in each expansion. Yeah. At the Crystarium, they just don't want to talk to me. They're like, no. No. See, this is the music I would expect here. I feel like they accidentally put the wrong track in like the overworld here. And that's why it sounds like that. Like it was supposed to go somewhere else. Because like, I like the track here, but it's like, this is what I would have expected from this. Man, doing it the opposite way, you know, dealing with everything going on with the Akasodera, and then coming here, it was like, man, this feels like such an unimportant thing compared to what's going on with the tower. Literally, we watch someone get, like, absorbed and everything. It's like this... A bunch of nerds getting mad and threatening to kick us out of the country. Not feel right. Can access the lower levels, maybe? Like, down there? No, I can't. I mean, I'll, you know... I can go down that level. Because I had to, plot-wise. We did something with Erinville. See, this music is perfect when writing Fat Cat. It was made for her. It's ice cream truck core. I remember someone like outside the crystal tower heard my mount walking around, was like, oh my gosh, the footsteps. It's like, yeah, it's good. But what I wanted to do was, I wanted to grind to get the music. I was gonna get the music, I was gonna put it in my apartment, and I was gonna be like, hey, Meowtroid, can you meet me at the apartment? And then he was gonna come in there and he was gonna leave, like, just immediately. That was my plan. It was a cool surprise I had, and it didn't work. Which is terrible. I'm gonna murder this thing. Dead! Like, will you let me down if I go in here? I've been good. Only those permitted access by the forum. Starts making it a jerk-off motion. Falbalain. Like, okay, I don't mind that there's basically a force field down there. That's kind of like, hey, don't come down here. I understand. But I should be able to jump from up there to down here. Come on. The council. Like, it's stupid.
That's stupid.
Because it's like there's not... my nose. Sorry you hear that. Oh. Why does my phone do that sometimes? Like, this area wouldn't be as much of a pain if it weren't for the fact that this is split up, vertically, and if I remember right, last time I checked, they were still like, I don't want to let you down there. It's bad. I still need to get that. I need to get something that's multi-mount. Oh. Hi. Don't tell me, Meowtroid. Don't tell him. They shoot me on sight for coming here. Absolutely, it's gonna be like, you can't touch this, you don't have the permission to. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Okay. Screw you for him. I'm freed. Screw you. I can do all of the fates I want. Oh no, this means that I can't ever open up my map. I can't ever open up my map when Meowtrade is here. Lestina. Oh, no! I just saw her watching now. No! You don't see. Nothing's happening behind this.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I've been kidnapped. I've been kidnapped. This is just for a very specific reason. Okay, I could go home now. Let me touch. There is no way. Like, this should not be, because Raz at Hand is like, no. No, you can't touch this. Plot-wise, you can't touch this. The Ethernet in Garlemald, you can't touch this. We won't let you touch this yet. Why? These guys have the worst security system I've ever seen in my life. Can you believe this? So what am I grinding for this this mount? Yo, it's a big donut here. Oh yeah, I know this is Titan Extreme. It's just that I have to have a party and do Titan EX, and I don't think people really want to do Titan EX. I guess if I do Party Finder and I'm just like, hey, we're gonna grind for an amount, you know, just do some mount grinding. Titan AE. I haven't thought about that movie in a while. The donut. You just ran over that junk monger, you monster. You know what? Because their security is so bad, I feel less bad about coming down here because these people are idiots. I'm gonna drive by one of these people and I'm gonna spit on them. What? Hey. You're down here. Obviously, you're trustworthy. You belong here, right? If you're down here. You're stupid. Tomato. Oh, sequence breaking. Yeah, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to get out of here. Thank you. I need to get out of here. Like. Yeah, it won't take you to the donut hole. Yeah, no, I do not want to go through any of that. For me, it's more so like I'm just annoyed when I want to do some like fate stuff and I can't go over there. But the thing is also, it's gonna be way easier when I can fly. Like I feel like that's when I have to start doing fates because ugh. It's the same in Lavender, but I do not want to fly around Lavender. That is one where I see the jungle, I want to be surprised by the jungle. Oh, see, I think this is the cafe exterior. Yeah, I want this. I can't go in there. What are they gonna say? Visitors not allowed? Just spits on you. Yeah, like this exterior I think would be cute. Something cafe themed. Because it's almost like we're making a cafe. Almost. I don't like the donut of Labyrinth. This is kind of boring outside the fates. Okay, but like, not surprising. Those are the joyless idiots. Can't believe I found like characters more joyless than the Ish Guardians, honestly. It's like you would think they would be the French Catholics, but you know. Oh, we got exteriors.
Thank you for the resub,
Rambo.
Rescue 7, come in. This is dispatch. Do you copy over?
Come in dispatch.
Okay.
Send more paramedics.
Small merchant. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know how do you unlock the other things then. No idea. You guys know? Oh. His outfit got so stupid. I'm so sorry, Titi. I'm sorry. Titi, I'm so sorry, my baby boy. I named him after one of my cats. Armor 20. Oh no. Fine, you'll go there. Look, all of this is making me be like, oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have to level up, huh? I need to use the restroom real bad, okay? I'll be right back. Oh yeah, you are right about quick ventures. I always forget. I'm wondering if I should just hop in the Discord. I'm sick. Might be easier to just, Why am I there? Get me out of here. Actually, you know what I could do? Since I do have my Fugi here. Oh, I'm gonna turn into Kala. There we go. There we go. Shall be good. Should be good. All of this is an excuse for me also just to be like, I need to stay awake, I need to stay awake, I need to stay awake. Because, like, in a couple hours or so, this should basically be around the time that I would be waking up. Resetting your clock, yeah. Like, it's... It's rough. Let's just say that. It is rough. I guess down here, what I should be doing are... Shame you aren't a hamster. What was that thing about, like... It was Viagra or whatever that they were giving... And it turned out that it was good for, like, hamsters' jet lag. That stupid thing from Jackbox, that stupid bit of trivia, when we all basically said, like, oh yeah, it helps with, like, heart, like, you know, heart problems. No! I'm wondering, yeah, like, I should probably just get the partitions. I'm wondering, like, the Hingen ones to go with this. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Oh no! Ignore that! Oh no! I'll just have to put something up there to hide. She's bursting through the wall. I think it's stupid also that it's like this is smaller than that. I don't know. Hey, Final Fantasy 14, why is your housing so stupid? I do think, yeah, maybe the counter over here would be a good idea or something. I don't know. Am I even able to move the door? Wish you could.
Hello to voice chat.
Hi.
Jumping on, especially since you're back out in the main room, that I noticed we need to pay attention to how the macarons are set up. Because when you sit on them, how you sit depends on your player facing, for one.
Oh no,
But-
I just put these there like in the meantime. These are not where they're gonna stay.
Sure, but just as a general note,
Yeah.
if you rotate them, which I have and I have released, you will start sitting on an angle, depending on where the 4 points of that, the rotation symbol are.
Okay. Interesting.
Those apparently are your facing, at least on the macaron chairs. Other chairs may be different.
Interesting. Yeah, I changed their colors so they actually looked, you know. I mean, like my regular, like macarons. Macarons, you know. Because I was almost like, what if there was a cozy little corner with those there? I mean, I'm, again, assuming maybe counter over here, and like I said, this makes it seem like the employees only door.
That all makes sense. I mean, I was looking at the reference pictures you showed me before.
They're usually
I was
here.
trying to figure out what counters those were, and I wasn't having much luck.
I know.
Help!
I know part of it is like it's people clipping stuff into the floor, but it's like I still want to know what they are. You know, I still want to know what some of the stuff is, so I could make it work. Again, she has to stay. That's her place. But yeah, I don't know how you feel about the tea house idea I had down here. Because I thought it would just be...
that we called it a tea house,
I
and
mean,
having
yes,
a tea house down here makes sense, so I...
Because I'm thinking, like, I might do the thing again with, like, Hingan partitions, just, like, all across, because I think it's stupid that doing wallpaper will usually just still keep the trims.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, man.
Come on.
Beautiful. We can pretend this is the safe where we keep all the money.
We could also stow it now that we've found out that we have one in the workshop. It's easily accessible. But
we'll see. We'll
store
see.
safe is still a viable interpretation too, especially since it's got the company branding on it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how all that. Yeah, I'm gonna look up some more like inspiration and everything for things down here, because I have an idea of what I want to do upstairs with the layout. It's just, again, having to figure out the actual furniture. Kind of annoying. Kind of really annoying, even. See, I wish also there was just an option, like, when you change the furniture for, like, floor, walls, light, that they gave you an option in actual housing to do that for windows and doors.
Uh-huh.
Which they don't. You have to do the thing I did, which is, it's stupid! It's dumb! It's just the dumbest. There gotta be easier ways. Oh my gosh, I realized, like... I mean, we could eventually have, like, the Ishtola portrait and put her, like, somewhere in here, like, our Blessed Saint Ishtola, but the fat cat, like, sofa in her face instead. We really could have that happen.
Our founder, TM.
Yeah, our founder. Really. It could be Ishtola, we could have a Nanamo, we could have, like, so many options. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix some of the stuff, like, right there, off stream. Because, again, I don't want... If I use the Dalamed plugin on stream, I think Square Enix is going to send people to shoot me in the back of my head.
Just bomb the site so that plot 24 is just a crater.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't even know what other... I forget what other fat cat things... I mean, there are piggy banks, which obviously have to be part of the environment. I think there's only like 4 fat cat things. Yup. Got the bank, the kitty cat bank, we got the chronometer, our beautiful bismuth fat cat frying pan, which I actually have, the fat cat rug, the actual fat cat. I think we got a cute little corner too, just like the location's nice. I had a dream when I was waiting for like the lottery results, which I knew that I was going to win because I was the only one who entered for this plot.
Uh-huh.
I still had a dream that I was like house hunting in Final Fantasy XIV. Like, this seems like a good place for a free company. Yeah, yes, quite. I can't wait for us to have the guy from the Dark Knight questline be part of this place. He's gonna feel right at home. He's gonna be one of the baristas. I think that would I think that would be totally the career path after that quest. I'm assuming that's how that ends. I'm going to assume. Yeah, I'm gonna look up real quick.
Oh yeah, I see you're level 62, so you can go all the way to the level 60
Yes.
quests on stream.
Yep. Like, that's gonna be easy. Like, I just have to plow through them. Like, I'm literally just going to be doing story after story after story. I don't have to worry about, I think the Hingen walls would be really pretty for this. Despite all my rage, I'm just a barista in a cafe. Oh my gosh, that means we all have to have barista at the end of at the edge of the universe, or whatever it was called. That tag. We have to all have that then. I don't think
I'm inclined to assume we'll get that from either a custom delivery or a
society quest, or
or a society quest or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
The moon.
Society quest. Okay, that's easy enough then. Hello, Dapper Cactuar. I'm doing. I'm a homeowner now. Housing merchant.
Also posted the wiki for the small cafe that we can unlock, because you can't see the preview until you've got the balsa wood and whatever else.
It's stupid that we can't just see all of that. Like, just come on. Come on. Like, I think I saw pictures. Yeah, like, it's just really cute. I think it would be very cute. So, I would like it. Obviously, we only need 3 walls. Duh. Obviously. I'm going back and forth. I make you some housing items if you want, since I have all but one of my crafters at max level. That would be very kind. Thank you. We still have to figure out, like, what we want for things, because, doing these as, like, kind of a nice, bright and cheery, like, cafe thing, but I want the tea house down here. I need to sneeze. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. Oh no. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's because it's there. Yeah, this is absolutely going to be another case of I'm going to have to use the thing, you know, the thing to move. Then again. Ignore that sound. It's all good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, my guests will love this. Yeah, this might again be another case of me having to, you know, mess around with whatever. Here we can have a nice little I don't know, kind of, you know, a corner right here or something. I don't freaking know. Now I'm not confident anymore in what I'm doing. Like, I'll just have to have stuff clip, I guess.
This is only barely clipping.
I might get a post right there or something. Yeah, it's barely it's hideous. That's what it is. It looks great. I'm just looking at some of the stuff. Don't look at it. I wish you could change what the upstairs and downstairs look like different styles for them.
Oh, the stairs themselves, you mean?
Well, yeah, even the stairs, but also, like, I want different walls for downstairs, you know? But I also don't want the posts, so maybe that was a good order. I don't know. pillars. The Hingen pillar. Yes, thank you quite. So let's see. No, I think it's good if it's foreboding, I think. I mean, you should have seen Bismati's thing was initially like female living space, and then over the weekend I got possessed. I got low-key a little possessed, don't worry about it. So, like we said, that's clipping a bit. I want to move it. This is just what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm not even going to play the game anymore. It's just going to be this. Could even put like a little aquarium in here or something. I don't freaking know. Sorry. Me muttering to myself. This is gonna be another case of me having to wedge things. Pretty sure. Again, this is going to be easier for me to do when I'm off stream. You know? Don't let Square Enix know. Because, like, I could really squeeze these up against the walls and not have to deal with anything. I might even do a couple more pillars right here. I don't know. Like, yeah, you know, lets me do that. But I could get even closer if I had the thingy. Like, yeah, I could definitely stretch this out more. But maybe I'll do a couple of pillars here. Like, I hope you're digging this too. It's not.
The style seems alright so far. I'm staying silent as much because I don't really have any spark of inspiration to add on.
What if, you know what like the thing I did in Bismati's apartment? I'm low-key kind of tempted have the window and everything here and then have the bath. in this corner and the window and everything. I think it would be pretty cool. I don't know anymore. I'm losing confidence by the second.
I mean, I am a little confused about the bath since I thought we were doing tea house below, but...
True, yeah. But I was... The bath, I was almost thinking like a fountain kind of thing. I don't... Ugh.
A fountain would make sense, yes.
Because I was gonna have water running down. Because I'm like, well, I want to do something with this corner. Because as it stands, this is the punishment corner. Oh my gosh, what if I put a fat cat sofa down here like she's trapped? This is her jail. Like right under the stairs.
And why would you say trapped? Cats, as I understand it, like confined spaces like that.
True. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to do off stream and figure out more. Like, otherwise, I think we could even try to do, you know, that whole wall decoration thing where it has the hinged window.
Yeah,
clip all of that to put
cat design.
Yeah, we could try to put that here and then have like a little decorative corner. I don't know.
I mean, we could use the Glade bathtub I've currently got in my room. That could be interpreted as a fountain.
I'm gonna go look at it.
Especially if we were to conceal the step.
Yeah, maybe not. Like, you might be right, because it really is just like, hey, here's some seating for you. The Glade one extra gives me Skyrim vibes. Like, here's my... That book is so stupidly big. Why is that book so big? Why did they make it like that? Yeah, like I said, this is definitely going to be something where I'm going to have to mess around with it. A whole lot more off stream. Why is it like...
That corner could also be a pantry.
True.
Plenty of cabinets with foodstuffs we can put in.
You're right. I hear this track and I just hear the wee wounds. Could even put a big fish tank here. This one is not working. It's like I need a different... No matter what, it's clipping in a weird way. Okay, that works. Like how I keep going through that door. It's like, yeah, we could even put, like I said, a fish tank kind of thing, or... I don't know anymore. My confidence. Like, that's gonna have to be moved all the way back there if I put that anywhere. Looks like a book nook for me, comfy chair, lamp, and bookshelf would do wonders. Yeah, like that too. We could do a thing. Yeah, I have to look at like examples again of cute housing. I'm like looking now. If I do basement, could someone show what they do for basements? Like, what are their ideas? Because I want it small. Like, it's a small space too.
Aquarium 3 about fits the space back here.
Yeah. We'll see. Put the ugliest fish in there. I feel like we need kind of an aquarium down here somewhere.
In addition to the fat cat couch, they've got a wide variety of stuffed critters.
Oh, so like the things she killed? Sorry, I'm quiet right now. I'm like looking at what people have made. Yeah, again, this might be like, I keep saying it, but this is definitely going to be something I'm going to have to figure out off stream, because I don't want I really don't want to get shot by, you know, the people working at Squeenix. Please don't.
Oh wow, the stuffed carbuncle is a monarchy carbuncle.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take everything out here. Oh. Except put a white partition here for now. Just to get the idea of sizing. Uh. I wish you didn't necessarily need a beam for some of this stuff. Stupid! This is hideous! Like, I'm sounding so desperate singing this. How do you do the testing stuff out?
So, under the housing menu, there's a function preview indoor furnishings.
Okay. Obviously, tatami mats. How do I get rid of them?
Just pick a new thing. It'll only do
Okay.
one at a time.
Shibra, Gubu. The cheese collection. Now this really is Skyrim. Potions. Just a locker. It's fine. I think the Hingan stuff was some of what they used for the counters. I'm pretty sure. And then they just clipped stuff into the ground. Which, again, is stupid that that's how you have to do some of that to get a counter. What the fish? Rustic chocobo counter. I don't want that. I was complaining about counters and then it gives me the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I guess Glade partition, Riviera, but I don't. No, it's not what I want. Bar counter, like, it's not the right color. Can you change the color on it?
Yes, actually. There's a color button at the bottom.
quite what I want there. The occult table. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I'm also like, again, I'm sitting here looking at all this and I'm like, I have ideas, but money. It's just like this, like, plotting table, like a freaking stage. Someone throw me like millions of gil just because I'm nice. Ugh, pudding dusk. Ew. Bad. Yeah, in the sky. Yeah, absolutely what I was planning on. I hate sometimes when you're trying to put things somewhere and it's like, what, you want it up here? It's not supposed to go up there. It's like, I don't want it there. Stop trying to put it there. There we go. No. Stupid. Hey, how about we have the fighting ring in here so we have a fight club in the basement? I think that'd be a great idea. So we killed him to get this? I don't like it. Oh no, she's eating Fat Cat. Just a little baby stool. I didn't know you could have Xande's throne. Absolutely insane. This game's so stupid, I love it. A cafe of bread and cakes. Selling, selling, selling. What? Ugh, ugh. Ugh. Absolutely giant. The armoire. never looked at what the beds are like. That's a tanning booth. Tanning bed right there. The way that opened up so ominously, I hated it. I miss my locked bed. Oh, that's cute. The Tonberry bed that just has knives on it. Some of these are so evil. Oh, so can you stop putting them behind my character? I want to be able to look at them. Yeah, sure, why not? Bobo-dobo-do. Yeah, this fits, right? The big rusty pillar.
It fits some people's aesthetics, maybe not ours.
It's exactly the thing I was thinking about when designing this place. Absolutely. Now I know what that's called. Paper partition. That's more like what I wanted. Why are there so many rusty ones? Like, I want to know who makes this entire... Like, who has the Silent Hill aesthetic? Alternatively, we could do another little corner like I have in Bismutti's apartment, where I have like a window and a little seating area right here with an outside kind of a thing. Yeah, I don't know, football in here. I don't know. Ah, perfect. This is where we have to put Fat Cat. Oh, absolutely the waterfall, I feel, is somewhere. Just to make a nice... Yeah, the Phasmoscapes, I used that for Bismutti's apartment. A rock climbing wall, I think, would be really good, you know, for the aesthetic. There's actually just flat out a kitchen thing here. I'm learning all kinds of things. We want the dance pole, right? Oh, I didn't know they had Monster Hunter Wilds partitions. Oh, obviously we need this punchable Gilgamesh. Yeah, kitchenettes would be nice. Like, more kitchenettes. I was agonizing over that for my apartment. What? Lalafell step stool. Cool. Ew! Ew! Ugh! Ew! I hate it.
Well, now we have to get Geop on a tour of Final Fantasy housing so he can be outraged by the fantasy giraffe.
Can we put it in the garden? Hope. I don't think we could. I like how we could put this ominous staff that Emmett Selk was using in his boss fight.
Oh, you know, you collect things.
Indoor pond, great. I totally want, like... Eastern indoor pond. Hey, it's got fishies in it. That's pretty cool. Now, I know about the Monster Hunter Wilds stuff, and I'm upset. I'm not doing the Monster Hunter Wilds thing. I want all the cool stuff for it. I want the funny... I want the funny mount. Funny mounts. Oh yeah, see, for a waterfall, I guess there is actually like some proper water features and not the insane stuff I was planning on doing. I do like the Crystal Tower Phasmoscape. It is beautiful. But I'm also biased. Man, I hate there's no Senri sculpture. Why don't we have a Senri sculpture? Why?
Because the other auspices would get jealous if the best auspice was represented.
Why is this a whoopee cushion? Pile of gold, obviously. I feel like we need this sweet streamer stall because it reminds me of like every time you go to a bakery sometimes and they have a little candy thing like this.
Yeah, like a gumball machine.
Yeah. Stop, like, putting it right behind me where I can't see these things. Oh my gosh. So stupid. This is stupid. Maybe go first person, you're right. Watch it teleport behind me. I love being able to... Oh! Arkfeld! Literally when we were talking about Monster Hunter. Raydao. Oh, that's a pretty one. Duna. Man, they put a lot of the... Yeah, I really want to look out my window and see New Udra, especially. That's great. in the lava world. Awesome. Where's Kezu? Oh no! Oh, that's scary! No! No, not the Omega one is scary! Because I'm imagining him doing the attack where he charges at you. Okay, so just the machines. The finer minor. What about Kongala? I would delete the game. I would basically be like, Final Fantasy 14 is not for me anymore, I guess. Yeah, what if that was the thing that they had as part of the collab? Like, that's what you fought instead of Arkfeld. And it had all the attacks. I bet people would love that. That would totally make them want to play Monster Hunter. Like, absolutely. I was wondering if you were able to do the mini games, because that would be stupid if you couldn't. Name day cake.
There is a very large wedding grade cake in the mix, too.
Yeah. Takoyaki! Oh my gosh. Oh, I could go for some takoyaki. Actually, I could just go for some ramen. Maybe we can do that this week. I want to take all my friends to ramen. Not fair. I like how some of this food is just like, like here, the very plain sandwich, and then there's some stuff where it's like, ooh, what is this? You didn't even try! That's like me modeling stuff. That's an ARR housing item that explains everything. Sorry, now I'm just looking through things like this. It's like, I didn't really... Yes. I feel like we need the Maneki Moogle. Does Bismati need this in her apartment? Oh, them. Oh my gosh, a little manatee. Oh. Oh, baby. Huh? Ixion? I would hate that. That would scare me every time I came in. That was a bit of a jump scare. Ew. No. I like how scary some of these are. Look at the little elephant. That's cute. This feels like I pulled a British museum. I don't know. Oh, is this from the Doom train? I think. His Doom engine.
Oh, maybe.
I remember being like, what? Doom train's making me think of something. Like, I'm being reminded of something. Like, where... Like, I know of Doom Train, and it's like, oh yeah, it was one of the summons in 8.
And it was also... what, 5 or 6 where you have the boss fight where one of the characters can suplex it?
That was 6.
6.
That's why, like, during the Omega Scape stuff. Oh my gosh, Wilds, great sword. During the Omega Scape thing, it was like, oh, are we gonna be able to suplex the train? No. That was disappointing. You know, hearted woman. Hearted man. These are basically like, hey, I'm gonna make my figures kiss. Like, where's Ravana that I can make kiss Susano? Like, you know. Sapphire weapon, I'm throwing that thing away. Ew! Gross, no! Bad. A message book. Okay, how big is the tier 4 one? Okay. That's big. Sake set. Potion rack. That's Winnie the Pooh freaking decor. Messy dishes. No! Why? But why? Ale tap. There's gotta be, like, something we could count as, like, a cashier thing, right? Something.
Oh,
charcuterie. Oh no, it's a cookie set! It's not charcuterie. Yo, you can ponder your orb. This is that one guy's hate mail. Forget his name. I love that there's another, like, meat grill thing from Monster Hunter. More bread. Oh, a baked goods showcase. I feel like that would be perfect. Yeah, put that in the floor, idiot. Great idea. Some other... Yeah, that looks great. That's exactly what I want. Close. Oh, we could have this be like the staff only. I want like tableware foods. I don't want like foods. Obviously, we need more of these. I think I'm going to call it for the stream, and I'm just going to keep working on some of these. I feel like it will be a little easier to, you know, work on this when it's like I have all my tools that I really hate when you do stuff like that. Let's see who we can raid. Tomorrow we're actually going to be doing more Final Fantasy plot, which is exciting. I'm very excited about that. I've been... You have no idea how annoyed I was that I had to wait an entire month. I was so tempted to just secretly play through more. I was that upset. Let's raid.
We did leave on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yes, and I hated it. We're gonna raid Vapor, who is playing Spyro. I think the remake. So I will see you all tomorrow. But first, as is custom.
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Get out of here!